All right, I'm back. Are we ready to begin?
We're ready.
Absolutely.
So you doing both of us together? Or you just like want to do him and then me?
It's gonna be like a press conference, or
Yeah, it's basically gonna be a press conference, basically. Would one of you be so kind as to, if you're playing the game, share your screen so the viewers have something to look at?
Yeah, me.
Cool.
Because everybody wants to watch me.
everyone wants a piece of that Honda, huh?
Everybody wants a piece of that wheelie glitching. Everybody wants a piece of that road record. He got my Arlington road record on the last press conference.
Oh
Really?
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
He has the video and still hasn't sent me it.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. As long as we don't have to do another take.
He had to do 2 takes last time.
The
And
only
then a
problem is if
third,
we
because you
start.
apparently had a problem with it.
Yep. Because I
The only
fucked it over.
problem is gonna be if we start talking over each other because we can't actually see each other in person. I'm just gonna ask a question, and we're both gonna talk at the exact same time. Yep.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll throw it to one of you, and then the other one answers.
Yeah.
Okay, so. And I think I've already told you both about this, but don't worry about like stuttering or saying because this is all going to be edited, so no worries. And if you have any like a certain take of the question, like say you repeat yourself and you prefer your second take, just tell me like, hey, that's the one that I want you to use, so I know when I'm editing.
Yeah, I'll try my best. If I do like make a stutter,
Nah, bro,
just make a
I
pause.
can't.
Wow, we're so rude. Interrupted me.
Sorry, bro. I can't tell you what take it's gonna be because I'm gonna be muted. I gotta concentrate, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just
so
like
you're
the
not
raid.
going right now.
No,
You're not,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a joke.
you know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll give you your rations. So calm down.
Oh yeah, and praise. Rations and praise. Okay. People aren't gonna know what I'm talking about unless they're at the races, but basically everybody who sees the video has been at the races, so they'll know what I mean by rations and praise. Okay, first question. So, we'll start with AxeMan. How did you feel at Arlington? How'd that round go for you?
It's kind of weird, honestly. Did not expect my best finish to come out of Arlington of all of the races so far. But the starts were definitely kind of horrible.
Oh, yeah,
Worst
starts
case
were rough.
scenario. Came out of the first turn in a solid last place, second moto. Managed to crawl my way up to third, so
Wow.
it's always good.
I didn't know about that. That's impressive.
Yeah, I got punted off the track so many times within the first 3 laps. Literally, by lap 2, I was 12 seconds behind Zalador.
Damn.
That's how bad it was.
And how many laps would you say did it take till you got to third?
Honestly, I think halfway through the race, I was in 4th. And then on lap 14, Epic Fate made a mistake, and I was able to capitalize.
Yeah, I've had some moments like that, when I was playing Gran Turismo or Forza, but I'm not good enough at this game to do that yet. Not at all. How about you, Zalador? How did it go for you, Arlington?
You already know where it went. We're talking about this, man. We got that whole shot, both motos. I'm loving it. I don't know if I actually got the whole shot, but Jam was definitely up with me. Everybody went for the quad, and I ended up just going triple quad, and ended up working every single or both motos actually. But yeah, first moto I got the quad in on the like next section over, and then jumped the whole entire section out of the triple. And then moto 2 I didn't go for it, but first moto I kind of was shaking a little bit, but we pulled it together barely at the end. And then moto 2, I just pretty much sweeped everyone out of first, so I was calm for second moto, which was nice.
Yeah, for sure. I do remember you and me having a little bit of a, if you want to talk about it, a little bit of a disagreement about communication during the races.
This guy tried to send me flying off the track, and he calls that miscommunication. Yeah, I'd say so, man.
Well, as we covered, we've had this, discussion a few times. If you had perhaps unmuted, and perhaps said something. I could have perhaps, made a little bit of space for you, but what's done is done. Uh,
I
I can
somehow held it
attest.
together when he pushed a tough walk at me, guys. So
I
I
can
should just
attest.
get
Sparks
a
is a very
reward
nice
for
man.
yeah, I should definitely get a reward for that. But,
You should get a reward, man. You're
yeah,
supposed to be a team leader.
Yeah.
Right? This is your team. You're supposed to communicate, man. What reward do you want?
that were my thoughts.
I
think
want a
the English
reward for
language is a very
avoiding that
useful
tough walk.
I mean,
That tough walk
you got the
was right.
W, so you can't ask for a whole lot more.
That's a fact.
Maybe
the fact that you were
triple
able to,
points
the fact you
would
were
be
able
great.
to get a win, even with your teammates sabotaging your every move, was pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Okay.
But it was light work, right?
Oh, easy work, man. Especially second meta.
Any
45
stressful moments?
second. What?
Any stressful moments where you just relaxed the whole time?
Second meta, I was pretty much calm for the whole thing. Meta 1, I was shaking once I got into first for the whole 15 laps, so that was not pleasant.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Moto 2, I saw you going pretty fast. I think you lapped me lap 13 Moto 1 and then lap 7 on the second moto. So that was definitely some speed going there for sure.
Oh yeah, I lapped last place on 4th lap if I remember. So, or was it 5th? Maybe 5th lap, but it was definitely.
Have to check the VODs to find out.
Yeah,
it was pretty insane though. Jungle saw me flying. He's like, "Oh damn."
Yeah, I have to hit the tapes for sure.
Everybody knows I was on a mission, so.
So question to both of you actually. We'll start with AxeMan. A little bit of just an expansion on the first question. How did we go as far as obviously your practice lap times tend to be faster than your race times, but did you guys hit any new records or anything crazy like that when you were in the race?
No. Especially not second moto. I was like 59s in minute all the way until I could get out in front of the back and into the 4th place, I guess. So and then on the last couple laps, I was trying to chase Tufflin down, but he outran me. Had a solid 57, I think was my PR in both motos. But I mean, whatever. Consistency is the key, right? Been trying to learn from past rounds because Oakland was not consistent. I mean, I had some fast lap times, but the consistency was just not there. So I was trying to take a different route at Arlington, and paid off.
And what about you, Zalador?
I definitely did not hit a personal best during the race because, I beat that in time trial practice before the actual race, and that was a nutty time. So there's no way I was gonna beat that in the race. But I did think I got a 52 in Moto 2, so that was not a bad lap time. So.
Yeah, my best was 57 during practice, and I probably was doing 59s to 57 at best during the race.
Well, it's all about consistency, man. You can't expect to hit number 1 times in the race, especially when the track deteriorates, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when the track deteriorates, that gets serious. Especially Minneapolis. We'll actually be talking about track deterioration at Minneapolis because me and Zalador, we had some rough times in practice earlier. But just for me to talk about myself real quick because I love to do that. During my races at Arlington, I have to say, I was shocked and amazed by my poor performance because Oakland I didn't practice for very much at all, and I did 6th place in the first moto, I believe 7th in the second, basically mid pack the whole way through. But at Arlington, man, it got disgusting in Moto 2. I don't know what happened, man. Things really fell apart for me, and me and Zalador had maybe.
All right, can everyone look at my screen real quick? Sorry.
I am looking.
I'm looking. He is hitting a good 2 seconds there. Let's wait this out. Let's wait this out and see if something happens. Is that the world record there?
Yep, it's already world record right now.
We might have a mid-interview world record on our hands. Let's see.
The 2nd time in a row, if I'm hearing things correctly.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what line you take. That is not what I do. But I mean, I guess it works.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go.
Let's go. Woo!
Did you already have the world record and then you just
Oh
fucking?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
he just beat it. He's beating it because I closed him in yesterday. I beat my
Yep.
time, so he
And
thought he'd just stretch his lead a little more.
Yep.
Flex his
By
muscles on
almost
me.
a full second. So good
I
luck.
think
Good luck, my friend. Sorry to cut you off, but everyone, that's another world record from the boy.
another world record from the boy.
Another, yep, another one.
I
Just
see.
another one.
That was very very textbook. I was a little worried because I saw 2 seconds and then it went down to 70. And then it
Yeah,
went
so
back
the
up to
line
1.
that you want to take there, so AxeMan, you know how like you said that's not the line I take. Usually you want to jump all the way over, but I just went for the more consistent one, so I wouldn't ruin the lap. That's
Yeah, I
why
mean that
did
makes sense. Like I usually either like go on to the second table directly and not do the landing glitch, or I'll just go like triple and then jump the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I would prefer to do, but I definitely didn't have it. But
Yeah.
anyway, still roared pretty fast. But yeah, right. So
First 134.
yep,
Mm.
probably. I think a 133 is possible with a perfect lap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, hey,
Alright.
I'm hitting 135 without wheelie glitching, so you best be hitting 133.
All right, back to the interview. Sorry, boys.
You're
I
just
just
gonna-
had to get
you're
that
just
world
gonna-
record real quick.
You're gonna
Sorry,
put
boys.
more world record times that you've got over me on open cross tracks.
Yep.
Put them all on screen real quick.
Sure
I
way.
didn't even catch
What
that,
one
that's
can I
funny.
beat? Let's see here. Which one are you behind me on?
Probably like I think you've taken all of. Yeah, look, number
Let's
2,
see if
number
we can
2.
get St. Paul. Let's see if we can beat St. Paul. All right, back to the interviews. I'm gonna go to St. Paul. Keep recording.
All right. Okay. So I came up with a controversial statement that perhaps the more I practice, the worse I do, because at Oakland I did mid pack, and at Arlington I did pretty shitty, not gonna lie, and I practiced for Arlington like twice as much as I did for Oakland. But you know that's just me making my little statement, answering my own questions, if you will, during the interview. So we're gonna move on to question 2, unless anybody has any things they want to mention.
I was just gonna add that I think your hypothesis is a little flawed, but
We'll see. I'm sure we'll have plenty of data coming in. Anything else?
no, I think we're good. We're Gucci.
I think we good.
All right. I might get back on these open cross tracks. Honestly, looks kind of fun.
It do be fun beating records on Axe.
Try and get close to the Tucson times that we're running.
Bro, you don't have to kill him that hard, bro.
They're
don't
kind of
have to-
collabed.
You don't have to murder him.
That sounds a little scary. What times are we talking about here?
So
36.02, bud.
36.02 is his time. I have a 36.38, and third place is a 38.94.
Wow, that's
So,
treacherous. That's
have
definitely
fun.
a slap. You gave me an accurate description. I don't know about that. I think I'll skirt around that for the time being. But okay. Question 2 now. More like discussion 2. I really want to discuss stuff. You know, just tell me any kind of thoughts that you have, even tangential thoughts when I bring these things up, okay? So, how do you feel
Another world record. 34.60.
You're so rude. Why do you have to interrupt this man?
Sorry.
Very nice.
I'm
Very
sorry.
nice.
Oh my God. I honestly forgot that I had second place on that track.
Sorry for cutting you off again.
Okay.
Let me go grab a root beer after that. I need a root beer.
Keep on doing that. I might have to bust out the lag switch, maybe cause you some problems. So we have any more interruptions here.
All right, I'm gonna go grab a root beer. You ask him so I don't cause you more problems.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Or maybe he's just surveying us. He's just put his mic on mute and he wants to hear what we say while he's gone.
Maybe he's just trying to concentrate. He's just got his screen paused and he's got another game going on the other side.
Maybe.
You never know.
You never know with him. He's got like 600 monitors you never really know what he's doing.
That's where all the graphics cards went, man. He's just got a big Bitcoin farm.
It's just repurposed his drive bays for graphics card slots.
Absolutely. You already know.
That'd be kind of sick, actually. Got some like PCI Express in there.
Yeah. Just get a bunch of like bifurcate all the lanes and you get like the by 4 connectors. Because honestly, they don't even take a whole lot of bandwidth from what I've heard. So I got a couple friends who are looking at setting up mining rigs, unfortunately. But hey, whatever. They can spend whatever they want on their money.
According to one of my top somebody, I haven't played with him in a while. I don't even think he plays this game anymore. But like when this game first came out, right? I was basically one of the first people playing the game, and I was playing with this guy named Failsafe. And I always thought it was weird that his jersey was pink when his bike was red. And I said, "Why do you have pink and red? That's kind of a weird combination." And he was like, "No, my jersey's red." And I was like, "No, it's not." And according to him, my card, which was a used card, was used for Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, but just crypto mining in general, and that's what causes that apparently. So a lot of stuff that's
Interesting.
supposed to be red is actually pink on my screen.
Well, I do know that mining is harder on the memory. It doesn't take a whole lot of core, but you'll see a lot of people to boost their efficiency for like they'll overclock the snot out of their GPU memory, and then they'll just like lower the core so that they consume less power, so the overall profit is better. So that makes sense to have some artifacting.
Yeah. I don't know a whole lot about that stuff actually. I've kind of only recently started learning about computer hardware and whatnot.
Yeah, I started, I guess, 2 years ago. I guess I started learning about it, and then I built my first PC at the end of 2019.
Yeah, and by learning computer hardware, I mean watching live
Sorry,
tech videos.
another world record.
I was in the middle of such a good fucking
Oh
joke
my goodness.
that was so hilarious what I was about to say. God damn it.
This man.
And I didn't even we started futzing around talking about other stuff. I haven't even asked him the question yet, and now you're back.
You've just been talking about graphics cards and GPU mining.
Oh, I got a full second on your time now.
I
Okay, you two are just the fucking gruesome twosome on these leaderboards, I guess.
only on Open Cross, man.
For him at least.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah, get
Well,
to your own
actually,
horn again.
Sorry, AxeMan, over here with one world record that I need to go beat right now too. So I'm gonna go hop on that track real quick.
You're gonna go take my last record while I'm sitting
Yep.
here having a
Amber
nice
Ridge.
conversation.
Yep, sorry.
That's not very nice of you.
Back to your questions, Sparks.
Well, looks
Are
like
we
I got a
sure?
lot of work to do.
Are we sure it's back to my questions? Okay. Now, starting with AxeMan, how do you feel about Minneapolis? Talking about practice, talking about the rhythm sections, the times you're hitting. What are your thoughts on this track? How do you feel about it?
Well, honestly, I'm feeling all right. I always feel pretty. I usually try to go to a race with an open mind. Let's just put it that way. Like I never really try and say, "Oh, I'm gonna finish here relative to everyone else." It's like anything can happen in a race. So just to start off with that. But as in terms of like practice and stuff, Minneapolis, I haven't really done a whole lot of time trial and stuff on until this week actually, and got my first sub 50 lap time. So obviously feeling good with any PR. And in terms of rhythm sections and stuff, been having a little bit of difficulty after the finish line hitting that first triple to try and downside it and then hit up onto the next triple like you would at Arlington. But that's going to be something that will give you a little bit of extra time at the start, but it's not going to be that useful as the race goes on just because of the track deterioration. And then rhythm sections have been pretty solid. I mean, there's not really a whole lot of big lines other than the biggest line really is the quad, the section before the finish, but everything else is pretty tamed down. I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of jumping the whole sections, at least for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But any keys to the moto, definitely going to be getting a whole shot because this start is going to get really messy. especially if you you get bunted off the track and you don't get enough speed to do that triple, you're going to lose a lot of time immediately.
Yeah.
And then I guess the next thing is just going to be running consistent laps, not pushing things too hard if you're coming from the back. Just take things leniently, but try and make passes as quick as you can, but take into account the desync of the game. And then if you do get out front, just kind of flow. Don't really look at split times. I like Epic's way of doing it, where he puts a sticky note on his screen. It's kind of a good motto to have, but I don't know. I like looking at my split times, but I feel like when you can focus on them a little bit too much, you'll start making mistakes and focusing on, okay, I should be here. Which is why just consistency is the biggest thing, because as we've seen, even the almighty Zalador has bad days at San Diego.
Thanks for adding that at San Diego. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for adding all your world record times that you're taking from me.
Yep, no problem. We only need to get 0.20 here, so should be fairly easy, guys.
Yeah, we look forward to another interruption sometime soon.
Yeah. Everyone, just at me if you need trained. Yeah. Make sure you're trained right out here. You know.
I mean,
you don't need the.
I think they should be adding me, because you see, I'm the one who's making you struggle to beat these times. Spend all this time, really glitching through a lap just to beat a time. You know what I mean?
Oh man!
Like on these open cross tracks like Tucson, you spent like hours on separate occasions trying to get these times for me.
Oh, a long time ago, bro. I spent like 3 hours on that track, but like it only took me an hour yesterday to beat it. So
it's still a solid hour.
Man, do I sense a little bit of drama, a little bit of rivalry here?
It's another hour, bro. I mean, I already have 700. Could add another hour. We're fine.
Yeah, you're getting pretty close to Epic Fate's hour count there, eh? Got more than double the hours that I do in this game.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm definitely sensing some history between you two.
Oh yeah, there's definitely history. It's just
It's funny. I met this dude on someone's
from me beating his open cross times.
Beating my open cross times, and we're still talking about it.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
That's some good info from you for sure as far as Minneapolis goes. I see you put a lot of thought. You've clearly got some nice, well-rehearsed answers after your little 15-minute convention with Zalador.
Oh yeah, that was definitely talking about the interview, not talking about setting up OBS settings, not at all.
Oh really? I've heard, Zalador, he's had a bad history with OBS despite my my expert tutelage. I'm very experienced with the
JM helped me set up it, and it was perfect after that. Never had a problem with it after.
Yeah, well, I can get it to run on a Dell Opteron, so.
Ooh. This man. You do be sending some flame your way, my guy. You can take some more rations from him for that.
We're a full second ahead, by the way.
That was a pretty nice line.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Actually, let's wait this out, because I don't want to
wait this out? You don't want to get interrupted again?
Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out.
Yeah, don't hit any tough blocks out there.
There is no tough blocks to hit.
Well, there you go. You just don't hit any.
You could go faster through that section for sure.
Yeah, you can triple that.
Oh, the save!
There you go.
No more world records for AxeMan over here.
Not at this present time, no.
Not one.
A lot of second places though.
Oh, there's Camp. I raced with him too at the start.
Yep. Camp's a good guy at Camp.
If he's watching.
Nope.
I remember back in the old days, it was fun. Zalador. Yeah. How are you feeling about Minneapolis? Exact same question. Lines, practice times, race, track degradation, so on and so forth. What are your thoughts? How do you feel about it?
I'm feeling great. I just found out another line, which I can beat my lap time. So pretty much when you're going through the back section, where you quad and then 5 over the like roller kind of tables before the whoop section.
Mm-hmm.
you can quad and then wheelie glitch jump the whole entire section after that, all the way over the whoops.
Oh yeah, yep. We had a good night of that. I remember that.
Yep.
That shit
So
is crazy.
I found that line out. You know, we're gonna try to send that mid race. You know, hope that Axeman's right behind me or Epic Fate get that clip of it. You know, see me just there and then just gone. You know, like a rocket. You know, so we'll see if we can get that during the race. You know, show off a little bit. Hopefully it's Axeman. Hopefully it's Axeman just to show him what the wheelie glitch is powerful. Like,
See,
what it
last
can do.
time you did that with me in practice, you jumped over the berm and went off the track. So if I catch you doing that, I sure the heck, I hope I clip it.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to get it. I'm gonna send it first moto. Hey, if I'm out in front, bro, everyone's like 4 seconds behind. Night, like even if they're a second behind, I'll send it. So it'll definitely be a big send.
It's definitely high risk, high reward. I mean, when I saw it for myself, I think it was the second time you did it, I was following behind you. I was right behind you, like 20 milliseconds at most. And you go over the jump. I don't see you anymore because you went over the jump. I go over the jump too. And then when I get all the way over to the whoops, I just see this tiny little black speck turn the left corner and be gone. It was disgusting.
Oh, you're gonna do it right here for us?
Oh, let's get a demonstration. It's disgusting. Like, seeing it from his view is crazy, but seeing it from behind him is just nasty as fuck. Oh, man. Oh! Oh! What kind of air bending was that? That was impressive. Oh.
Oh, sorry. I'm not going for
It's all good.
I'm not
Just hit
going
the
for
line. Just hit, I'll cut it out. I'll cut it out.
You cut it out.
Nope, messed it up, but I can do that though.
Yeah, it's still pretty quick.
But yeah.
Why are you restarting? It puts you further back.
Because
he wants to put a lap together.
You just want to waste more time.
Yep.
My guy. You just gonna watch you showboat over here? We're gonna answer some questions.
I'll give him one more try, and then we're gonna get back into it.
I see.
Oh yeah, it is. The ball is in your court as far as questions go. But this is him answering the question. Actually, now I think about it, because this is what he was talking about.
Yeah, he was talking about the mini lines, the fatty lines that he cannot hit for the viewers. Let's see if he can actually do it this time. No, he can't. Like I was saying, consistency is definitely key.
That's something that I guess I have. I don't know.
You should have hit. Oh my fucking god! You should have hit free ride so you could just put a marker down.
Yeah,
oh, you want to see a big line?
Do that in a race, Zalador.
Oh, trust me, I'll send this. Just wait.
You gonna go to the finish?
Nope.
Oh yeah, this is what I did on accident earlier. I flipped out. Except I landed outside the track. I landed like by the ramps. It was retarded.
Yep. All right.
All right.
All right. So what was I explaining? Huh?
You were just talking. Look at the focus. It completely wiped his random access memory. So we were asking how you felt about Minneapolis, and then you decided to show us this line. Anything else you have to say about it? Yeah, try to show us.
No, I don't. Or actually, you know, I'm not looking forward to the roughness because we're not gonna hit that like rough peak where it just starts getting flat. It's just gonna hit that rough part and then it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so not looking forward to that. But no, nothing else.
Yeah, this track is quite torturous when it gets rough. All right. Well, once again,
that is definitely truth.
Yeah.
I can agree.
Oh. Okay. So my thoughts on the track. So, here are my thoughts. Number one, I definitely need to hit some new and improved lines because I'm doing 50. What was it? 56 or 57 at best. I know I was like 5 seconds off of, the fastest for sure. So definitely have some time to make up, no doubt about it. Big thing that I'm thinking about is the quad before the finish line section. And the thing I'm thinking about is that it pisses me off, makes me angry. I can't do it. Sometimes I do it when it's rough easily. Sometimes I can't do it when it's not rough at all on the first lap. So pisses me off. But I'm definitely gonna get my practice in and do what I can do and see if I can get rations in praise.
Yeah, that left-hander is definitely a sharp 90, so it makes it difficult if you don't set your line up right.
Oh yeah, good lap times from Zalador here. Thanks for the viewer display here, so we're just not just looking at our profile pictures or shit.
Quality content.
Not seeing all the anime Discord servers I'm in.
For sure, man. Gotta show some fast guys out here, you know.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the scrubs writing down notes.
Yep. Gotta learn the ways, you know. From the right guy, of course, you know. You don't want to be taught by a two smoker, so.
Damn.
Of course not. You wouldn't want to be taught on the superior platform. I don't understand why you don't, but oh well.
Superior platform. I don't know.
The people can choose what they want. You can go fast on any bike. Don't even have to wheelie glitch.
I will say these whoops right here that you just crossed are
That
rough
was
as
pretty
fuck.
smooth. I don't know whether it's just your cam, but it does like definitely modify how fast it looks like you're going. Could also be part of the placebo going on here.
Maybe he's playing some pre-recorded sped up footage for us here.
Yeah, Shadow Pally.
You want to do a backflip for us?
A backflip?
Or a trick of some sort?
Trick of some sort. Here.
I'd say the wheelie glitch is a pretty good trick to give.
Wheelie glitch is the best trick, of course, yeah.
Best trick, NA.
Honestly, my wheelie glitching is like I'm practicing it a lot because the next season I want to be wheelie glitching like in the races.
Sparks over here learning the wheelie glitch, becoming a god.
Thank you. Praise!
I'm sorry, Sparks. I'll still beat you.
Even next season, still beat me?
Oh, I'm sure.
We'll see.
Well, I guess we'll have to. Only time will tell.
If Sparks does what I asked him for my birthday present, then he'll definitely be better than you.
Oh, what, you mean your fucking 80-hour-a-week training regimen?
I said 8 hours a day for a week, or 1 hour a day for a month.
Ooh.
1 hour a day for a month is much more manageable.
It's just you don't want to do it.
Yeah. I'll agree.
I'll agree.
8 hours a day for a week.
Pretty hardcore. Don't know if I'm ready to do that.
MX versus ATV boot camp.
We could run like a damn boot camp. That'd be funny. But there's no fucking new players to do it with.
There is. I got a couple.
There are, like, new people are propping up. Like, even me. I haven't even been in the game that long. Like,
okay, this is literally, and I mean literally, somebody came to us asking for help, and Zalador was like, "No."
This man.
So let's keep that talk to ourselves because we're clearly not ready to act on it.
I mean, if someone comes to me for help, I'm willing to help them.
No, he didn't come to us. Sparks was like, he's my own personal project, bro.
Cause you said you wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, because I was practicing for Arlington. I told you. I'm trying to get my A game, bro.
He's fucking been playing Roblox since like 2 weeks ago, and he hasn't said anything to me. He's not dedicated. He ain't with it.
He ain't with it.
Oh, that's rough.
Well,
he ain't got what it takes to be a professional MXer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for the response, and I told him, I said, "Hey, if you ever want to do a practice session, just hit me up." And he hasn't said anything, and you know what? I'm taking it personally. I think he's discriminating against my anime profile picture.
Maybe he just prefers That
Maybe he
nice
just
mix.
prefers straight guys.
Damn.
Whoa.
Damn.
You really gotta be hitting him like that, though.
No, he likes anime girls, so he is straight. He's just
I was about to
anime
say,
girl.
when have I ever even slightly insinuated that I'd be attracted to men?
I don't know.
Okay. Keep that ghost red, Zalador.
Oh, I will. Trust me. I'm about to get 46.
Yeah, and I'm about to get interrupted again. During question number 3. Axeman's, you've been looking forward to this question. Now, what I wanted to ask you is I've heard some rumors about you, and I want you to confirm or deny them, get some fact or fiction in here, and I want to hear what you have to say. So, basically, here's what I heard. I heard that number 1, you ride the 252 stroke instead of the 454 strokes. All right. And number 2, I heard that you don't make use of the wheelie glitch, and yet somehow you still manage to remain competitive. Is that a fact? And if it is, how have you managed to do so for so long?
I mean, if you define like second ahead of Zalador actually right now because the mulligan isn't in place. Just thought I'm 2 points ahead of Zalador in the tournament right now because this man decided to skip Oakland. This shows how dedicated he is to the craft. But if you call that competitive, then yeah, both of those rumors per se are true. I personally love the 252 stroke because of its ability to get traction on the ground. I've tried the 450 and I don't know. I feel like with the 450 you have to take a lot of these outsides. When you go inside, you kind of get punished for it unless you have a rut build up, which in a lot of the times in like the race situation, the rut's not ideal, right? So I find that the grippy feel of 2-stroke plus the torquiness of it, which is kind of ironic because the 4-stroke is supposed to be more torquey, but I don't know. I find you can just clutch boost it right. You can really hit these insides fast. And as on your question about the wheelie glitching, I've come across some people in my travels with this game who they don't like the wheelie glitch per se. They say make the excuse that oh yeah, every time I go into an online lobby I get beat because people are using the wheelie glitch, or like they just kind of get discouraged and leave the game because of it. And I don't really want to promote that kind of platform, so I want to show people that you don't need a wheelie glitch to be competitive and against the best riders in the world on this game currently. And I think we're doing an all right job of that.
Yeah, for sure. I was very shocked to hear the news, especially because you are, I would definitely say, a high performer. I see your name up on the top of a lot of leaderboards, and you're definitely doing well in the standings right now for this Supercross season. So it's very cool that you're out here showing people who, because I've ran into plenty of people like that before as well. I was one of those people, as a matter of fact, until I learned how to do it. I didn't like wheelie glitches. So seeing somebody like you that manages to stay competitive without use of wheelie glitch is very shocking, and it just goes to show that you've definitely you must have a lot of time in this game. You must really know the nooks and crannies of getting around these corners and making a 250 work. You almost make me want to try 250. Honestly, it's very impressive. Very impressive.
It's
Very
actually
unique
kind of
stuff.
weird because, like, honestly, when I started to get like onto the leaderboards, I didn't have that much time in this game. But I used to play a lot of MX4 ATV live, and I played a lot of Untamed and a lot of those other games on PS3. Honestly, like I've got a decent amount of time in motocross games, so I've just been comfortable on the bike ever since I got into All Out, and just making it work pretty much. Say out of a lot of the riders in the tournament, I've probably got one of the lower amount of hours. I mean, I've got less than half the hours of Zalador here, so it just goes to show. But yeah, just want to promote that platform that you don't need the wheelie glitch to go fast. And there's obviously I'm not really against the wheelie glitch because anyone can do it. There's plenty of tutorials out there on how to do it, and but I just want to promote that kind of platform because I see too many people. Because 0 should be the amount of people who are using that as an excuse to, accept defeat or just leave the game in general. But definitely a lot of optimization you can do without the wheelie glitch, and ultimately, I think it makes you a more skilled rider because once you do start wheeling glitching, then you'll be able to still have that base skill set of going around the track fast, because there's a lot of different things you have to do to your technique, because the wheelie glitch takes a certain setup to do, and then all those lines are pretty generic, I would say, for the most part, especially in a race situation. But without the wheelie glitch, and especially with the use of the 250, it allows me to take a lot of these insides and get pretty crafty with my laps.
Yeah, very cool. I definitely have respect for that. I mean, that's something that me and Zalador, he can confirm that when he was bringing me up, when he was, he's still my mentor. He's still bringing me up to this day. But in the earlier stages of the mentorship, he told me to get good at just railing. Get good at just riding the tracks first. Get pretty fast, and then add the wheel glitch on top of that. Because if you don't have a solid foundation, you put the wheel glitch on top. I mean, you can compete with people, but you're just not going to really see the same times and the same consistency that you would have otherwise if you get good at the base game first and then you add the wheel glitch on top of that foundation. So definitely, it's interesting to hear that sentiment repeated.
Well, absolutely, right? Like, the best people in the game don't just glitch their wheel into the ground and ride it to the end of the track, right? Wheelie glitch is used as it's a help. Like, it's a tool in the toolbox, but you can't just do everything with one tool, right? It takes a whole set.
Yeah, when all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail for sure.
Absolutely. Great way to put it.
All right. So, Zalador, I have a question for you if you're not too focused here.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, in no uncertain terms, like I always like to have a rider-specific question. And,
Yep.
I might, well, here's the thing. I think you have a healthy ego.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure, man.
and I think I'm just gonna stroke it a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. How does it feel to, in no uncertain terms, to be a beast?
To be a beast. It does definitely feel great. But what you guys were talking about, I definitely learned the wheelie glitch before even railing, and I kind of regretted it. And then I kind of went back and learned to rail around the track, actually get more consistent, and then add the wheelie glitch, I guess. And I got a whole lot faster, especially in the last like 2 weeks here. I changed up my game a little bit, and it's actually paying off. Starting to see some really, really insane world records out there. So it's definitely pretty nice. And Shadow Valley, my favorite track, I 106 on, and yeah.
Yeah, the 106 time was, it was, frankly, it looked like you sped up the footage, and I didn't believe it until you streamed it. And honestly, I'm still in a little bit of disbelief because it just looks kind of ridiculous, honestly. But
That was a hell of a night.
that was a hell of a night.
That was one hell of a night. Yes, it was. I was talking to Sparks. I got a 107 like .30 something, right? And then I got 107.20. And that's what you left on. And you're like, "All right, if I wake up and you have a 106, I'll do something for you." I don't remember what it was, but you have done something for me, right?
Yeah, I do remember making such a promise.
I'm gonna go get the save game right now, and I'm gonna go show everybody like what this looks like. But yeah, you can go on to the next questions if you want.
I do want to ask you, before
Yeah.
we move on from, me asking the legend, the no wheelie glitch legend himself, Axeman, about his tactics and his methods, what are your thoughts on 250 riding? Have you ever tried it? And if you have, what was your reaction?
You know, he is right. It definitely does have that traction power. I'd say it can skip over more bumps, I feel like. But I feel like it has a little bit lighter of a chassis for sure, and you can definitely take those insides, still keep up that momentum. So if I see any of those ruts on the inside, I know who it is. So I definitely won't be scared of him. I'll definitely put my bike into the ground. And I'll rail around the outside, and I won't be scared of it. So yeah, definitely not against it. Definitely not with it though.
Interesting stuff. And Axeman, last wheelie glitch question. I'm sorry, but this just fascinates me to such an extent. I have to ask, have there been times where you've been tempted to start wheelie glitching? Do you ever do it on occasion? Are you good at it? Are you practice with it, or do you not know how to do it? How are you when it comes to that stuff?
So to address your first question, uh, I have been very tempted almost every time I get on the game just to start trying to learn, because I have almost zero experience with wheelie glitching other than on accident. Um, but I don't know. I just don't want to break that integrity I've been trying to build up here. I want to make a community of people who are just interested in playing the game, and I've kind of got this model going, and I don't really feel like breaking it. I feel like just going for pure optimization is just going to be the way to go for now. Eventually, if I do want to break these times, it's just inevitable that it's a tool I'm going to have to acquire. But as of right now, I still feel like I've got more ways to go with optimization around these tracks. And until I feel like I hit my peak, I don't really think I'm going to add that tool yet.
I see. I see. Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and have a little bit of a think, see if there's any other questions I should ask. But I think we're about to wrap things up here. Good answers, guys.
It's a pleasure being here. Appreciate bringing us out here.
You're welcome. Um, Thank you for coming. Let's see.
I can do this Shadow Valley time on time trial right now if you want.
Yeah, let's watch that for sure.
All right. Yeah. Let me get onto the track. Where is it? So this is the world record. Everybody is called glitched and sped up and all the words that you could possibly know of. So pretty much everybody thinks it's
I'm
fake.
sure there's a plethora of people who are saying it's sped up.
Oh,
Just goes and beats it right now.
Oh damn, 106.99? That is close.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
someone
didn't
was
notice,
going
huh?
crazy. I didn't
Oh,
know. I
yeah.
just saw there was 6. It was
Look
like
at this.
Yeah, his time's gone. The time just goes. I remember watching when he got his first 107. It was just like on crack, and now he's got a 106.
um
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've still got second fastest time on this track. That's a common theme.
Tony beat it.
Oh, did he?
I
That's
think.
unfortunate.
I don't know though.
Should have a quick pop of the leaderboard after this lap.
Yeah,
Just
I don't.
interested.
I think he is, but I don't know.
I think maybe in a different recording, or we could do it right now if you want. We could talk about our backgrounds in MX versus ATV, like what games we've played, how we got into it.
Sure. Sounds
Yeah, we can
good.
just do it right now.
Okay, cool. So I'll actually start by talking about myself because I haven't been talking about myself for a while, and I miss doing that. So my start, I've basically been playing these games ever since the beginning. Now, of course, I don't know if you guys know this, MX versus ATV is actually a combination of two much older series of games. One was just ATV, and the other was just MX, and they combined.
MX, yeah, there is ATV Off-Road Fury, and then it combined with another game. I forget which one it was.
MX Unleashed, I believe.
Gotcha.
So I got started with MX vs ATV Unleashed, and then I played Untamed, and then Reflex, and then so on. I've played every game in the series, but only now at All Out. Okay, I started playing All Out with Camp and Failsafe, and wasn't doing it super competitively. Only after I left and came back to it, like as recently as like last year, basically around the time I met Zalador, that is when I started getting competitive. Zalador can actually tell you the story of one day, I just decided, hey, let me try playing All Out. Let's see if anybody's playing, see if they got a cross platform because, shit's always been kind of dead. So I wanted to see if there was more people playing, and there wasn't, but I did see a lobby that said Shaft Zalador, and I was like, hey, let me go ride with those guys. And it was you, Zalador, and wasn't Lawler there too?
Yep, he
Yes.
was.
And it was a little late at night, and I was a little bit loopy, and they thought I was pretty funny
This
because
guy
I
was on
was.
crack, alright? Like, it wasn't loopy, this guy was full on crack, alright? This guy was high as hell from our standpoint. This guy could not quit laughing as he joined the voice call, alright? All we heard was his laugh for the whole, like, 2 hours. And it was, like, 2 o'clock my time. He's 2 hours ahead of me, alright? So this guy is, like, on crack. Like, from my standpoint, like, we're just like, bro, what is this kid on? Like, um, but so pretty much that's actually when I was first learning the wheelie glitch.
Oh, really?
Yep, if you remember, because Laura got off and we went into a race on Supercross. And you're like, bro, why are you all over the track? Why are you trying to do this? I'm literally beating you because you keep messing up. That's when I like I could get it consistently. Is just I didn't know how to control it. You know?
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
I actually do
So
remember that. Yeah.
yeah, yep. And so I was like zigzagging across the track while he's just going straight. And it's I'm pretty sure he still has that recording somewhere too, which is hella funny.
Not since that whole PC reset thing happened.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what was going on with me, but I feel like a lot of funny things were happening. I was enjoying this new friend group, and my mind was just kind of going loose. I was laughing a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely seemed like I was perhaps under the influence of one or several mind-altering substances. But uh, from that point, it was me, you, and Lawler, and we were all part of Team Shaft, which is what we used to be called. And
That's another
exactly.
thing. We ended up having to change it because couple people came in claiming that it was them, and yeah, so that's another story for another time, but it was a mess, so I had to change the name, and yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be a good thing to talk about. I think it's a monumental moment in the history of the MX versus ATV all-out competitive scene.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so you were learning the wheeler glitch at that time. I was still just straight jumping, not scrubbing,
Yeah,
fucking
because you just got back on the game,
yeah,
like
that
yeah,
old
yep,
school style of riding.
yep.
And I wasn't a fan of the wheeler glitch, and neither was Lawler. And me and him were both in agreement that it was whack and that you should stop and we should race without it. But what happened where we kind of parted ways was Lawler and you, I don't know if you two had a falling out or something along those lines.
He ended up just getting triggered about wheelie glitching, and then he said use the 125. And I said no, and he just pretty much quit the game. I don't know why he cared about that so much, but he did. So
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad because we could have been three strong. Because what happened with me was I didn't like it, but I was like friends with you to where we were hanging out. And then at some point, I was like, you know what? Let me go and try, start learning it. You started teaching it to me. And once started doing it, I was like, oh my God, this is so much fun. And I love this. And I
yep.
wish that he had stayed and, instead of parting ways, we could have been three strong, all of us together, Willy glitching unreality. It could be three unreality riders right now in these
Oh
tournaments.
yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it's crazy how history can be. Who knows? Maybe if just something slightly different had happened, he would have learned the glitch, and we would have been a Triforce.
Yep.
But that's basically my background when it comes to MX versus ATV. Uh, how
Oh
about
yeah. My
you?
background is me.
Yeah, you. Let's start with you.
So okay. So pretty much I started watching MX versus ATV games. So I think actually what happened. So I started watching MX versus ATV videos as like a young kid. And then I ended up like getting a babysitter because I was like so young, and he had an Xbox and he had Alive pretty much like right as it came out, and that was like how many years ago? Like 8, right? Something like that.
Not sure.
But anyway, he had it, and I was like, bro, no way. Like, I can finally try out like what it's like, and then I really liked it, and then I ended up going to Oregon to meet my cousins, like see them again, and they had like a PS2, so they had Unleashed, I think it was, and and so pretty much it all started from there. We were there a week, and I got like so good at it by the time we left. um, so pretty much after we left, I started really just taking off, and I ended up getting a PS4 after that, and then getting MX vs ATV Supercross Encore. And that game was a lot of fun. It like just came out too, and there's some like glitches with it now. Like it changed the whole entire game for me, but like I thought I was genuinely fast like at that time, obviously. So started racing a little bit, and then ended up switching to getting All Out for the first time. Like when it first came out, 2018. And I got it on PS4, and it glitched. Like, so when it first came out, Rainbow, like, it literally came out as a like $40 game, and it literally was absolute dog shit. Not joking. All right, like it's not downgrading the game at all. It's like that's its best. That's at its best when it first came out. Absolute dog shit. All right. The save game would not save anything you would do. So every single upgrade you do, everything, like if you like some things it'd save, like buying the bikes and stuff, but you couldn't tune the bike, it wouldn't save it, and it wouldn't change the bike. And then when you close the application on your PS4, it wouldn't save anything. So when you relaunch the game, it just start off as brand new.
Damn. This is the PS4
So
version you're talking about?
yeah, yep. This when it first came out, it wasn't just my PS4, it was everybody. All right. And so after that, I didn't have Wi-Fi, so they updated it like a week after the game came out and fixed that problem instantly. But I didn't have Wi-Fi, so I pretty much dropped the game, went to Fortnite, and yeah, that's another story. But then I finally got PC, went to Reflex, and started competing with world people like that have been playing the game for over 10 years. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like, because I'm part of the old guard. Like, I've been playing the series since the beginning, but you're definitely,
yeah.
you're like 5 years younger than me, so you're definitely like the new age for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I
Still
mean,
clapping.
I watched Reflex when it was in its golden. I just didn't have anything to play it on. So yeah.
Yeah, so your first MX vs ATV game was Alive.
No, actually Untamed.
Untamed, really.
I got it on the Wii.
Oh yeah, the Wii version of Untamed.
Yep. Yep. I
Oh
completely
yeah.
forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. So I had the Wii U, and it just like you could play
Oh, Wii
Wii games
U?
on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
So and you could like play old Wii games on it. Like
Ah,
it could converse to the Wii console. Anyway, but yeah, I played that, and then Alive, and then Unleashed, and then I forget what else. But anyway, yeah. And then I ended up like just getting so good at Reflex, and then kind of like quit because I wasn't feeling that game anymore, and I got All Out, and then did freestyle for a while, and then saw these fast guys, and I was like, bro, I'm tired of getting smashed and beat and DNF'd. I used to be that noob that would get DNF'd. Like it's kind of sad to think. But yeah.
all right.
Then I just
Oh, what's up?
I was gonna say, and then I just ended up becoming world's best, I guess. One of the world's best players.
Very
So
cool. At the forefront of the MX vs ATV competitive community. It's quite the story. How about you, Axeman? What are your origins here?
The origins. Well, we got to go all the way back to the PS2, man.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was my first console. Was the PS2. Remember when I was like 8 years old? We got a ATV Off-Road Fury 3. So I guess technically that's my first game into the franchise, even though
Yeah.
it's not a motocross game. I played a lot of that as a kid. I always lapped the bots. It was a pretty fun game. I also had Off-Road Fury 4, which introduced like bikes and stuff, and I thought that was a pretty cool addition. But mostly I played a lot of MX Superfly on
Oh
the
yeah.
PS2.
Oh yeah.
Played a lot of Superfly. It was so fun. But then I had that for a long time because honestly, I didn't really play a whole lot of video games. Like I played it on like spare time, but like I was like I've been working for like since like a pretty young age. So, like, even when I was 10, like I was just helping with the family business. So it was pretty much just like play on spare time and whatever. And then I got a PS3, and no, I have not owned Reflex for all of you out there, which is kind of unfortunate. I got Alive, Untamed, and Supercross,
Wow.
but not Reflex.
Did you ever play Reflex though?
I have played it like twice at a friend's house, but I've
Okay.
never actually owned it. I played a lot of Alive, just like offline hours, just like grinding away, racing as bots, even doing like time trials, just because why not? Like I kind of enjoy doing time trials because it's just kind of like I'm doing my own thing, just kind of like escaping reality. Just like put music on and just vibe.
Me too.
And then I had PS3, and then I built myself a PC and started playing All Out at the end of 2019. And it was pretty much the same thing, honestly. I didn't even race a whole lot of people. Didn't even really start racing until I actually became like decent at the game. I was just grinding time trial. Like first day I got the game, I was beating the best spots. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll just hit time trial up. Did that for a while, and then by the time I had like 100 hours, I was getting some decent times on the leaderboard, like top 50. I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then eventually it just came to just getting better at the game, learning more about like tuning and how that impacts your times, and then just meet some people online. Actually start playing online games. Then you meet Zalador when he takes your record. And yeah, didn't know half the people even in this community until like the beginning of 2021. It's crazy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, if
So-
I could add something, for like the interview part,
Mhm.
I have another question. Any secrets?
Any secrets?
Yeah.
Any secrets about what?
Define
Like-
secret. Do you want a secret's gonna stay a secret, man?
Yeah, like do you have any secrets that you would like to unleash? Mine is just muting, deafening, and jamming out the music during the tournament. So that's why I have no talking with Sparks during the race. If I'm lapping him, I'm lapping him, and I just hope he won't crash me.
All right. Any secrets from you, Axeman?
Any secrets? Well,
His
I
tune,
wouldn't-
yeah.
my
But
tune
he
is out in
won't.
the open. I've put it on stream many times, man. There's no glitch tuning there. That's all raw 250 horsepower.
No, it's just people thought, and then you wouldn't give them it, and then they thought you were just hacking.
I hope no
I
one thinks
remember
I'm
that.
hacking. I really hope
No,
one
like a
thinks I'm
long time
Oh,
ago.
like I know there was one guy on Epic's Discord server. He's like, "Oh, you're using a cam glitch." Well, I have to stock cam, so obviously not. But that's another story for a different day. I don't really think there's any secrets. Everything's pretty out in the open. I kind of like to race with fair competition, like race against my opponent when they're at their peak, because otherwise, like, what's the point?
Me personally, I don't think I have any secrets yet. Um, but one thing I do want to say. Okay, yeah, it's not really a secret at all. But one thing I do want to say about the wheelie glitch is that actually, you know what? I'll make a whole other video asking people how they feel about the wheelie glitch, and then I'll mention it then, actually, because
Alright.
we've got some good footage here.
The good footage.
All right, well, thank you guys for the interview. Thanks for answering the questions. If I take a look at the time here, we were sitting there, we were doing this for about an hour here. So anybody got anything they want to add real quick?
Nope. Just
Nah.
go listen to music during the tournament, and you'll be 10 times better.
I see. So you're telling me if I listen to music during the tournament, then I'm going to be right on your rear bumper the entire race, waiting for you to make a mistake.
Yep.
Sick.
Because you did that in that one lap, remember? You're like, bro, I'm pushing it this lap, and literally got your PR in Arlington. Remember that?
Oh, oh my god.
You're
Practice laps.
following me? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Could you guys
Now
hear
my
me?
PR's in time trial.
I'm going to beat my Toronto time. About to get 43, by the way.
That's clap.